welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's story time. I had to get a video out to y'all this week because I was not gonna record because my normal recording day, y'all know, is Wednesdays. I upload on Thursdays and Fridays, but it's Thanksgiving week, so it's cooking this year, so that would be too much for me to do that. So today is Tuesday. Hopefully I get this video out for y'all today. I'm gonna try to make as minimal edits as possible, just so that make the upload process way easier, but no promises. If I'm not able to get it out to y'all, it'll be tomorrow, or probably maybe I'll just keep Thursday and I'll just schedule it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's why it's good to always have your post bell notifications turned on, because it's gonna be a very unpredictable one. But anyways, yeah, I just needed to get a story out to y'all because I was not gonna record y'all. See, I'm in the Jeep, like, it's just too much going on, y'all. I'm on the way to the grocery store right now to get groceries to cook. So yeah, but I had just thought about this story and I'm like, let me tell them about this while I'm on the way to the store. So y'all, I really hope my camera do not fall, and if the lighting is bad, I'm so sorry. Just put me down, just listen to me like we a podcast or something. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not really too much focused on that right now. Just be happy that I'm giving you a video, okay? Can we find the blessing in things? Okay, amen. So anyway, so this is a story about how I got into it with one of Devin's roommates and his girlfriend, because he's just sassy. One of the most sassiest guys I ever met in my life. And this is about, okay, so if you're not new here, he's in the Puerto Rico story time. Remember I told y'all about the guy who got mad because he didn't want to share his rental car, but it was the rental car that he offered up the seats in the back seat, which nobody asked him to do, but he also didn't ask for no money. But then he was acting funny about, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're new to my channel, just go back and watch the Puerto Rico story time. I forgot what I titled it. That's still one of, if not the most controversial stories on my channel. Like, still to this day, people be on that video cussing me out. But anyways, that's him. So we are gonna name him, and I don't think I ever gave him a name in that story. We are gonna call him Aubrey. No, we are gonna call him Cameron. That's what I said we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Cameron. That's funny if y'all knew him in real life. So let's just take this back, y'all. I look a mess. Let's just take this. Let me turn my signal off because y'all gonna hear that for a while. What was I saying? I got ADHD. Let me make sure y'all can't see no landmarks, so y'all can see how I'm living and what we doing. I don't think y'all can see that. If you can, don't be a weirdo. So anyways, yeah, so I moved in with Devin and his roommates pretty early on in our relationship, because at one point my apartment complex had like some stuff going on and I couldn't stay there for a while, whatever. So everything was going good at first. Like, for a really long time, everything was going fine. It was him and 3 other people, so it was 4 roommates, and at one point everybody had a girlfriend. So at one point it was like 8 people in the apartment, and everything was fine at first. Like, I felt like we was like a big ass family. Like, we would have dinners together, we would cook, we would go out together, like we would do stuff. Like, everything was cool, everything was fun. Every time I leave this house, it's an ambulance out. Let's wait for the ambulance to pass. Please let the ambulance go. Why is y'all still going? Why is y'all still going? People don't know how to drive. What was I saying? Yeah, we was like a big old family. Like, we would do stuff together. Everything was cool until it was not. And my thing is, like, it's different, like, living with people, because, like, yeah, stuff can start off good, but then it's like you be living with people for too long and then personalities start coming out and all this type of stuff. So everything was cool. I was slowly bringing my stuff to Devin apartment, because at first it was just gonna be like a temporary thing to where like I was just gonna be staying over there till they was done like with my apartment complex, but then it just so happened to be where like I just ended up like moving in, like fully moving in, and I stayed there for like 2 years or whatever. So I was like bringing my stuff, and like my thing is I don't mind if people use my stuff. Like I don't care if you use my pots and pans, my plates, my glasses, my utensils, whatever. Like I don't care, just as long as you ask me first, right? Like I'm so kind and caring and giving and generous and all of that stuff. Like I do not mind. Sir, walking in the middle of the aisle all slow like this is crazy as hell. Please get your ass out of my way. Hold on, let me wait till I park, because I cannot drive and talk at the same time. These people just be doing too much. Hold on. And why did I come to this Walmart? I don't know. Couldn't even tell you. Oh, this is a nice spot right here. Okay, hold on. Let me park. And if you're not backing into your parking spaces, what are you doing? I gotta back in with this big ass Jeep. Man behind me parked like an asshole, but it's fine. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, I don't mind if you use my stuff. That's all fine. That's good. Whatever. Just as long as you ask, because I'm gonna say yes. So it got to a point where like they started like using my stuff, and I'm not gonna say like everybody. It was just really like Cameron and his girlfriend started like using my stuff, and I was fine with it at first because like it wasn't a problem. They would like just use it at times where like I really wasn't using it. Like if I'm not in the kitchen cooking, why would I be mad if you like in the kitchen using my pots and pans and stuff, like utensils and stuff? Like it's really not that big of a deal. But it started to become a problem when they would continue to use it and not wash it after they was done using this stuff, or it would be at times where like I needed it and then they would be in the kitchen cooking. So it's just like, yes, I could be like nice and stuff, but it's just like, why should I have to be inconvenienced about my stuff when it's my stuff? Like I shouldn't feel burdened to ask you, hey, I need to use this because it's my stuff, right? So this was going on for a while before I even like said anything, because I didn't want to be like the type of person where I'm just like complaining and stuff, because at the end of the day I'm still a guest like in this house. My name is not on the lease. My boyfriend just stay here. My boyfriend at the time, my boyfriend just stay here. Like I don't want to be the one like complaining. I just don't want to be that girl. But it just became such a headache. Like I would come home from work, want to go home, cook me and my man a nice meal, and all of my dishes would be in the sink. All of my dishes would be in the sink, dirty, not washed, crusty. Like what? So I just got fed up one point, and I was just like, Devin, you need to say something to Aubrey and his girlfriend. I'm not gonna give the girlfriend a name because she really don't need a name. Yeah, because if I say something, the way my emotions is heightened right now, it's not gonna be nice. Like my delivery is gonna be very whack, and it's not gonna be cute. Like I'm gonna say it like with the attitude. I'm probably gonna cuss them out. So he's like, all right, I'll handle it. He said whatever he said to him, and it was fine for like a little while. So I'm like, okay, they're not using my stuff, or if they are, I don't know, because like they're washing it, they're putting it back like where they got it from. So everything was cool. So one day I had got off work and I was really craving some waffles. So I know I had brought my waffle maker over to Devin and apartment. So I was just like, oh, when I get off, I'm gonna make me a waffle. Like it's gonna be so good. Like I was craving this waffle like I was pregnant, y'all. So I get to the house, I go in the kitchen, and the waffle is not there. The waffle maker is not there. So I'm like, what the fuck? So now I'm instantly mad again. So I'm like, you need to ask, because they would be like, they as in Cameron and his girlfriend would be back and forth from the apartment that he lived at and then her apartment. They would be like back and forth. So I'm like, you need to text him, because I asked the other roommates, like, y'all seen the waffle maker? Y'all used the waffle maker? They're like, no, I didn't even know like we had a waffle maker. Like, oh my gosh, like waffles would have been good this morning. I didn't even like, they didn't even know like what was going on. And like my thing is like, I don't know why they just felt so comfortable just using my stuff. Like, yes, we cool, we friends, all of that, but it's just like, come on, bro. Like if you want access to this stuff so much, just go buy your own. Like I don't understand what the problem is. So what was I finna say? Okay, so yeah, so I asked all the other roommates or whatever. Nobody know nothing about the waffle maker. So he calls him and he like, hey, Lauren just went in the kitchen looking for her waffle maker. Like, do y'all got it? So he said, yeah. And I just remember I just went off. Like, I instantly just like went off. Like, I'm in the background like Devin on the phone talking, and I'm like cussing, like, I'm so tired of this shit. Don't touch my stuff no more. I'm sick of this shit. Why would y'all take my shit to her apartment? Like, why would y'all like, I'm going off. So that was just like, bro, that's out of line. Like, you don't take nobody's stuff. Like, it's one thing to use it, and you know how she already felt about like y'all using her stuff and like not taking care of it, not washing it. It's inconveniencing her. Like, bring back her waffle maker. So Cameron has an attitude, and this is what he does, y'all. Like, he creates problems and he creates scenarios, and then he gets mad when you react to it. This is a problem in a situation that you created, my guy. You created this. How you mad at me because I'm mad at you for taking my shit without asking, without my knowledge, like nothing, without no concern about me? You just took my shit and dipped. I'm not cool with that. I'm never gonna be cool with nobody putting their hands on stuff like that. So he brings it back, and it's just like this big thing. Like, it turned into like so much tension amongst us. Like, within the next, like, I want to say this dragged out for like the next few days, like turned into a week. Like, he brought the waffle maker back. He like low-key like slammed it down on the counter in the kitchen. They left, went back to wherever the hell they was going, and it was just like, it was just smoke from there. And my thing is, it don't have to be smoke from there. Like, I'm just asking you to be considerate about my shit. So, y'all, after this happened, like a couple days had passed by. I'm not talking to them. I'm not speaking to them, nothing, because it's like I'm giving back the energy that y'all just give it to me. If it's smoke on y'all end, it's smoke on my end, because it's smoke on y'all end. Like, it don't have to be this way, but I'm not finna meet you with like kindness and niceness and shit, and you got an attitude with me because I feel some type of way that you took my shit and did. So the next few days had went by and nobody is talking, and one night actually I woke up because like I'm thinking like they got people over or something, and like this is when we in school, y'all. Like, this is stuff happening like during the week, like we in school. So I'm hearing like noises and voices and shit, like shouting and shit. So I wake up and I like go to the bathroom, like trying to play it off. I'm gonna peek my head out the corner, you know, from behind the walls to see like what's going on in the living room and the kitchen and stuff. And it's damn Cameron and girlfriend in the kitchen, and he got like this, so you know, like the plastic bins that people used to have like when they move into college, like in their dorms and stuff, or just like, you know, like organizers, like storage containers, whatever. He got one of those like sitting on the counter in the kitchen. And I just want y'all to learn how to drive. Like, it's really not that hard. So he got people make me so nervous because they really don't know how to drive. Lady, why is you whipping this big ass minivan? Look at you finna hit this I promise on everything I love, if this lady hit my Jeep, it's gonna be me and her. Like, whip the shit, lady. You in this big ass mini. Anyways, so he got one of them sitting on the counter, and he in the kitchen putting all of his shit in this little box organizer. And I just hear him saying like, oh, if I can't use nobody else shit, nobody can use my shit. Like, he really just going off. Now at this point, I'm like half asleep. I'm thinking I'm dreaming. I'm thinking I'm having a lucid dream. I'm thinking I'm drunk. I don't know what the hell going on, but I'm just like, surely he is not talking about me. Like, surely he's not. Surely he do not got an attitude because I said I don't want him using my stuff because he's not considerate. So now he's trying to get back and say I can't use his stuff, which, number one, I never ever touch none of his shit, y'all. Like, why would I have my own shit? And it's like the little shit that you put in this box is not much because you didn't have shit because you was using my shit. So he put in stuff like plates, like utensils. He might have had like a toaster or something. Like, it's not nothing of significance to me because any little bit of stuff that you have, I have too. I don't need to use your stuff. So at this point, I'm just like, all right, it's smoke for real. Like, I'm ready to fire off at my mouth about anything at any given moment because it's smoke for real now. Like, it's beef for real. So it's up. So I go back in the room and I tell Devin, like, oh, da da da, like, I keep wanting to call him his real name, or Aubrey. Cameron is out there, like, I'm explaining the situation to him, so he just like, let's just handle it like in the morning or whatever, like that. So the next day comes and I wake up, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was being mad passive aggressive when it came to like a lot of this stuff because like I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care no more. Like, I thought we was better than that. I thought we was actually friends. If you had an issue, which I don't know why you would have an issue, but if you had an issue, why couldn't you communicate that to me? So the next day I wake up and I'm being very passive aggressive. I go out there, I put all of my shit like in a little pile in the kitchen, and I go in all the roommates' rooms except for Cameron, and I say, hey, if you ever want to use my stuff, you're good, you don't have to ask. I go to Daryl, hey, if you ever want to use my stuff, and that goes for y'all spouses, y'all girlfriends too, if you ever want to use my stuff, you're good, you don't have to ask. Y'all are the only ones who can, y'all are the only ones who can use my stuff. So Cameron and Aubrey, Cameron and his girlfriend come out his room, and they just go and sit in the living room, and I'm just like, yeah, that go for anybody. If anybody got a problem with anything, y'all can say it to me. You can say it to my face. Like, I'm going off. So then I go back in Devin's room, and I'm yelling. I'm doing the most, y'all. I'm really taking it there. So I said something like, because I can't stand a nigga who always want to get into with a bitch. You scared of niggas. That's why you always get into it with females, because he did. You always get into it with females because you know a real nigga would beat your ass. That's what I said. So I guess he really took offense to that. He really took that one personal, because a hit dog gonna holler, because you know it's true. So he bust in Devin's room and he was like, you need to get your girlfriend, you need to control her mouth. I was like, ain't nobody finna control shit. Like, I'm in his face, y'all. Like, I'm like, since you want to be passive aggressive, you want to argue so bad, argue with me. Argue with me then. Argue with me. So I'm in his face. I'm in, like, if I wanted to kiss him, I could. That's how close I was. We nose to nose with it. I'm like, you a bitch for real. Like, you a bitch for real. Like, let's be clear. You a bitch for real. Like, I'm really violating the fuck out of him. So he like, you need to control. Like, he just keep trying to, like, you know, like, look around me, because Devin is behind me. And Devin knew not, don't. The only way you need to get involved is if this nigga put his hands on me or something. But anyways, so he keep trying to like look around me or whatever, and he like, you need to get her, and I was like, or what? He needs to get me, or what? So here come his girlfriend, and I'm not gonna lie, to my like 5'11", 6 feet, she was like a good 5'2". That would clearly be an unfair fight. I will stomp on your head. Please don't ever play with me like that. So here she come, all rah-rah like a chihuahua, like, oh, if you get in my man's face one more time, you gonna do what? So now I'm in her face, and I'm like, I was forcing it back then, y'all. Like, I was doing so much back then. Like, when I say nobody can ever make me this angry ever again in my life, I really mean that. I'm like I said, I'm taller than her. She's very little. I'm on like my hands and knees, like bent down, like, or what? I'm in her face with it, because if you want me to get on your level, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm like, or what? So I'm backing her out of the room. Do y'all think this girl did anything? No. So she's like screaming at the top of her lungs, like, oh my god, like, oh my god. So I'm just like, it ain't nothing but space and opportunity for you to do something. If you want to swing, then swing, by all means. Please make my day. Please make my day. So she's just like, don't get in my man's face no more, don't get it. Like, she really like trying to stand 10 toes for her man, right? Do y'all think she did anything? No, she did nothing. And my thing is, if I'm heated in the moment, yeah, we can go back and forth. But if I know we finna fight for real, it ain't no more talking that need to be done. We don't need to talk no more, because we don't have nothing to talk about. If you're gonna swing, then we just gonna fight, and that's just gonna be that. But to say like, oh, you better not do nothing, like, oh, you, no. If you want to swing, if you feel so passionate about this and you want to swing on me, please do it. Please make my day so I can beat the goofy out of you and I could go on to work. Please, please make my day. Please do it. So that happened. Cameron, I keep forgetting his name. Cameron is pulling her back. Devin is telling me to calm down. He not pulling me away or nothing, because like, I got self-control. I'm not finna like do nothing to her. You feeling so passionate about this situation, if you want to swing on me, you do it, and then I'm gonna beat your ass after. But I'm not finna swing on you first. And all of this because y'all mad that I felt some type of way about y'all being inconsiderate of my stuff. So I'm so sorry that this story is gonna be short too, y'all. I'm so sorry. So after that, it was just like really bad tension, and they did at one point have like a really close, like tight friend group. So a conversation was had after that, and I was able to speak my piece. Cameron apologized. I apologized for getting in his face, but that was the only thing I apologized for. I'm not sorry about me feeling some type of way for y'all using my stuff. I didn't apologize to his girl. It was beef with me and her forever after that. Like, probably still to this day, she tell people that I got beef with her. I don't know more after that, but like, we was never ever cool after that, because it's just like, I get that you trying to defend your man and you trying to like have his back, and that's cool, because like, I would do the same for my man. But it was no, well, I'm not gonna say it was like no reason for her to like get involved, because I was in his space, but he was dead ass wrong. And me and him had our own relationship, like, not even just because like he was friends with my boyfriend. Like, me and him had our own like relationship. So it's just like, if me and him want to go back and forth and argue, that's between me and him. But like, I get it, all right, whatever. Like, girls are weird about shit like that. Like, I probably too would feel some type of way, you in my man face. But the plot twist to all this, because she really like made it a point to make it beef. Like, she wanted beef really bad with me. So after that, she just, it would be like real weird. Like, I would speak to him and me and him would be having conversations. She wouldn't like that. She would tell him, stop talking to me. He would say like, no, y'all just need to make up. Like, we're over it. Like, we was both being petty. Like, just let it go. Like, she wanted to drag this shit on, drag this shit out. So, yeah, after that went on for like months. But the plot twist to all that is, so you was going so hard, and you was going so hard for this man, for your man, my man. But the whole time they was in a relationship, this girl was cheating on Cameron with the Q dog from our school. And when I say she got exposed for giving the guap 3000 on camera. Like, you was letting this nigga record you clapping cheeks. Like, she got exposed. And it was like on a random Wednesday night on Twitter, we just scrolling and we see they tapes, and you in a whole relationship with Cameron. You was willing to get your ass beat over a man that you was cheating on. I would never forget that. I would never forget that. You was letting this man do the Q-Dog neck roll in yo, like, while you was with Cameron. So like, really think about it. Would that have been worth it for you to get the goofy beat out of you and you cheating on him? Why was you being so defensive, and why was you trying to stand 10 toes for a man that you was cheating on? Like, be so fucking for real. I'm confused. I'm very confused. So yeah, after that, I was just like, you know, like, I don't really like staying with people for real like that. And we moved out after that, and I just 8 people in an apartment, y'all. I would not recommend that to nobody, because it's just like, it's so many like different personalities. And like, yes, everything was good at one point, but that lasted like all of like 3 or 4 months, and then it would just be like spurts of like arguments, pettiness, like all of these different type of things, and like I just would not recommend it. Don't move in with your man and all of his roommates, all of his friends, all of his homeboys. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend that shit at all. But yeah, it's just like, you so sassy, and like you just wanted to argue with a girl for what? For what? You wanted to be passive aggressive for what? Like, for real. Like, how are you mad at me because I don't want you using my stuff without asking? Don't take my stuff from the apartment without me. No, like, come on, bro. Like, and my thing is, like, I'm the type of person, if I'm wrong, I don't have no problem with admitting I'm wrong. I don't have no problem with apologizing. I'm not too prideful to apologize. I'm not too nothing. My ego not too big, not nothing. Like, if I was dead ass wrong, I would say I was dead ass wrong. I was not dead ass wrong. I was dead ass right in this situation. You're not gonna make me feel otherwise. Like, you mad at me? Imagine that. Imagine that. So yeah, y'all, that was the time that we had got into it, and I bet you he never crossed me like that ever again. I bet you he didn't. I really could have took both of them at the same time, if we being honest. Cameron, you could get it. You could line it up. And your bitch can line it up right after, if we being for real. And I really hate being so mad to the point where I feel like I gotta put hands on somebody, because like, I'm not a fighter. I was not raised like that. I don't get down like that. I don't fight. Like, I don't. But what I always tell y'all when I talk about an altercation on this page, I don't fight, but that's not saying that what I won't fight. Exactly. So yeah, y'all, that was that. And after that Puerto Rico trip, he really showed his ass. I have not talked to that man ever since, and I have no desire to, no want, no desire, no nothing. I don't need to talk to him, because he's the only child. And to me, people who be only children, only childs, it only be them, they be real weird. I don't know, like, he wasn't exposed to the social skills that he needed to be exposed to at his age. I don't know. But yeah, he's just very weird. So yeah, y'all, that was that story. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end of the video, you know I love you. You know I love you. You right here. You. Me and you. Let me stop. I don't know why I got so much energy. I'm really anxious because I'm cooking, and I feel like I ain't been through enough stuff to feel the pain in my food. Like, I'm not a grandma. So anyways, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So yeah, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and go in this store. This is the only video for this week. It's gonna be no confessions, no unpopular opinions, no none of that. We gonna resume back to that next week. I hope that y'all enjoy y'all Thanksgiving. Go spend time with y'all family. Have a great day. I love y'all, and don't forget, oh my gosh, y'all, in the beginning of the video I didn't say subscribe, did I? I don't know. If I didn't, you already know. Make sure that you are subscribed, to give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, turn on your post bell notifications, and I'm gonna see y'all next week for two brand new videos. Bye, y'all.